Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on Shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebartogo.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss which bourbon brand should sponsor us personally. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Ryan Thompson, Heidi Fosnot, and Nate Weiniger.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
What's up, Steve?
Hey.
Not much. So yes, we are going to have a good time today. We're going to be talking about who should sponsor us if they would be interested in doing that. By the way, I don't think anybody's interested in sponsoring any of us, but it's just for fun. We'll say who should be, even though we know that they won't be. So it's fine. Even if you want a different distillery, you can talk about someone else today. In this world, it works. So, but before we get to that, Becca said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Becca?
So, Steve, you might recall some of these conversations that we have had in the past on the shows, where I've said things like, I want a pet possum.
Yes.
I want a pet crow, and I'll name him Dr. James Crow. I want more cats, all these type of things.
Uh-huh.
So Royce would not want me to do all those things. I also do not want to be cleaning up after that many animals.
Right.
But there's no we. I have found a solution to this problem.
Okay. Is it those sea monkeys like you used to see in the comic books when I was a kid?
No, because I have all of my pets officially.
Okay. Dr. James Crow?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Because I don't like to throw away garbage that could decompose in the trash can. I like to throw it out the window.
Yeah.
If I can. But for
Makes
a lot
sense.
of my life, I've lived in an apartment in a city, and so I can't do that. But now I'm like, oh, perfect. I don't want to throw away like stuff that is going to make my garbage stink, or could just be like outside, or like maybe something will grow from it.
You're talking like a banana peel, whatever.
Banana peel, like leftover, like veggies that I've chopped up, and I've got
coffee
like
grounds.
Yeah. Just stuff. Whenever there's like I chopped up some steak or something. We were cooking steak, and I like chopped off like the bits that we don't want.
Sure.
So I started tossing it out of one of my windows.
Mm-hmm.
Only one window, not numerous windows. But anytime something goes bad in my fridge or bad in general, I'll toss it out there.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Toss stuff out the window. And so initially, I noticed that Victor, the neighborhood cat, was coming around at 7:00 every night to check on the food storage.
what's being offered? Yeah.
They're outside. He was checking on what was on the menu for dinner. And then one night I went to go toss something out the window, and when I opened it up, as I was mid-toss, I saw something freeze because it was terrified. And then right when the food hit the ground, it took off. Possum. We've got a fucking possum. And now, so my nighttime, so there's the evening feeder, who is Victor, the black and white cat.
Okay.
There is nighttime feeder, which is Larry the possum.
Okay.
And then daytime feeder, which just happened, is Dr. James Crow. Shows up when he hears that door, that window slide shut. He flies right on over and checks out to see what I threw out. I threw out a T-bone, like an actual bone with a little bit of meat on it the other day. Picked up the whole thing and took off.
He's like, oh, this is pretty good.
That's a pretty big I feel like that's heavy for a crow, but maybe not. Beautiful looking crow, and I'm so excited. Every single one of these things, and Royce has been like, we need to get rid of these. And I'm like, no, it makes me feel special. They're my pets.
You should just like the fact that you actually named them all.
Oh,
of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First thing you need a wildlife camera. So something that goes off when they're at the food pile. So that way you can see your pets more than just happen to run into them. That'd be good.
Yeah, just put up a trail cam.
Dr. James Crow, definitely we get the most eye contact because he's a daytime guy.
Right.
So I'm really excited for when he starts bringing me presents because crows will do that. They'll bring me shiny presents.
That was going to be my second thing. You should put something shiny out there yourself because a lot of times they repay. So you need to find something shiny, put it out there by the food pile and see if he takes it. If he does, he will bring you stuff back because they like people to give them stuff. I'm
very excited to see if he brings me anything back. Because that would be very exciting.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I made visual eye contact with Dr. James Crow. Larry the possum is not necessarily as hyped about humans, but does enjoy when I put oranges out there because I can see the oranges broke open and all the insides eaten out with his little hands. Which makes me very happy. And then Victor the cat, Victor's cool. Like he just roams the neighborhood killing mice and just doing whatever it is that Victor does.
Doing cat stuff.
Just doing cat stuff. Having fun.
All of your pets are taken care of other than that turtle. Remember we wanted to get a turtle it's at the gift shop. So you see a turtle out there, and then you're set. Then you got it all
We've
covered.
Not got Tommy the tortoise yet.
Yeah, Tommy the tortoise. We're waiting.
I can cover you on the turtle. We have them under our deck.
Oh, there you go.
We don't want a turtle. We want a tortoise.
Okay.
Let's just clarify. They're a little bit slower.
A little slower. Bigger.
Bigger.
Tortoise are bigger.
And live for probably way too long. Like we have to
Yeah.
Don't have any pets at my house, although I do have a couple snakes roaming around my front porch.
Oh, okay.
That scared one of my buddies really good the other day, so I had a lot of fun with that. That was great.
That's good. Yeah.
But they're little black garter snakes, about 2.5 feet long or so they're kind of fun to have around.
Long.
Yeah. I don't have any pets either. I like pets. It's just the responsibility of them, and they're expensive and all those things. And there's this freedom of now you don't have to worry about anything when you go out of town. Even you can say, well, a cat's pretty easy, and I get it. A trip like we just took, which was like gone like 36 hours. Yeah, you absolutely don't need anything cat. But if you're going away for a week, you got to have someone come by and visit them and stuff. So, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So I'm kind of over pets, but I don't know if I'll continue to win that battle. Yeah, outside pets.
Outside pets that you don't actually take care of. I don't actually feel responsible if these guys eat or not, but I feel happy knowing that they eat.
Okay. Now that you bring that up, we've always had bluebirds in there, which bluebirds are cool. It's a Missouri state bird. Bluebirds are freaking awesome. And we saw one again sitting in a tree. And we bought like the ultimate bluebird house, but we thought that it would be in time for the spring. Apparently they nest like over the winter and they have their babies over the winter. So we've got this great house, including a squirrel proof thing that the squirrels can't climb and get in there, but it'll be used hopefully this fall. So, but us seeing that bluebird spurred us on to get an outdoor pet. So hopefully he sticks around and moves in there next year. That'd be good.
If they live there, they're officially your pet.
Yeah. All right, Nate, how about you? You got pets?
I have a dog that's 3.5 pounds. So
I want a snapshot of you with that thing on a little thin leash, walking that thing. That's what
I get laughed at sometimes. It's
my gosh.
I hear the whispers.
That's like a hamster.
I love my dog. It's Notorious MIT. That's her name, Notorious MIT. The kids called her Mittens. I was like, no, we're not calling the dog Mittens. That's a cat's name, but we can call it Mitts. So she is a Pomeranian Pekingese poodle, and she is ferocious. But
3.5 pounds.
The other pets that I have, like Becca, I guess, outdoor pets that I don't let inside. We had 4 turkeys, wild turkeys. out by my house. We had those until the Karens in the HOA ran them off. So I don't know where they live now, but they were terrorizing the neighborhood. I thought it was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't think it was possible to run them off. I thought they ran people off.
Oh, they do, but you put them up against some feisty Karens. It's a pretty good.
That is quite a fight.
Yeah. So Heidi, go ahead, Ryan.
I did have interesting pets growing up.
Okay.
I was the monkey man.
You had monkeys.
I had squirrel monkeys growing up.
What was that like?
What's that?
What was that like? Was that a good experience or was it bad? Or do they bite you and stuff?
They're pretty cool. They're really cool pets to have.
Okay.
They're smart. They have personalities. They run all over the place and hang off everything. And so, throughout my younger years, I was known as the monkey man around the neighborhood, and everyone was going to come over and hang with the squirrel monkeys. So
yeah, I'd have been all over that if I'd have lived by you when I was. Yeah, I wanted a monkey. My dad wouldn't get me one. Man, he'd always like incentivize me to do that. You know, like, hey, you clean the house, you do that. Well, and we're gonna have a talk about that monkey you're interested in. So I do all this shit. He never followed through. He never did shit. You know, or I wouldn't eat dinner. You know, I wouldn't like. So he's like, I'll tell you what, you eat that, and then we'll talk about this monkey situation.
Right.
And he never did. I you know. Never got all the stuff I needed to do apparently to get the monkey, but I think it was lying to me. Heidi, what about you, pet wise? Yeah, you've got a dog now. We know.
Yep, we've got Barley, who is we think just yellow lab, but don't know for sure. Before we had Barley, we had numerous deer coming through the yard. We had turkeys. We had 4 red squirrels and 11 gray squirrels in the back in the woods. But now we have Barley and we have none of that. So we're hoping that this spring we do get our family of hummingbirds back. Jim always puts the feeder up by the window. And so it's the same hummingbirds and the babies, and they all keep coming back over and over again.
That's
so
cool.
For the last 2 to 3 years, I mean, it's accumulated. It was just 1, then it was 3. Then it was like 5. So we'll see what happens.
Apparently, I've been talking to Jim a lot more. Obviously, we've been working at our shop and that. But he likes possums. He likes possums.
Because they're the best.
Yeah.
They're actually
he does too.
They're actually a good animal.
I gotta inform Heidi of stuff that her husband. She's like, no. Yes, he absolutely would. Now he says he's gone so far as to research how to create a habitat for them. But he's like, now it doesn't even matter because the barley will chase them away. But he is a huge possum fan. He says they're great animals. They eat their weight in ticks and all this stuff. He's like, she's gonna go get them.
They demolish ticks. They also they'll eat snakes and other like varmint in the yard as well, and so they'll keep those away. They also they're immune to like rattlesnake bites and most poison because of how
somebody got a tick on her ass. You should
they're amazing.
Too. Possums eat their weight every year in ticks.
Yeah, Jim,
every year.
Heidi says that you don't like possums and you don't want them around. And I said, absolutely. No. You were interested in looking
at a possum habitat that doesn't exist. I would have her in a heartbeat. Then I would have to listen to Heidi bitching about a tick in her ass.
Did I not?
I knew it was coming up. I knew it was going to come up at some point. Somehow you were going to work this in.
Heidi had a tick on her ass. So I was getting updates as it was going on. It's burrowed. It's in deep. I was getting live updates on the.
It was on it's more up on the right hip.
It was ass cheek for sure.
It was
100% ass cheek.
So yeah.
Ticks on a tushy.
Ticks on a tushy.
Yeah. So there you go. There's an update on our pets, and yes, Jim would love to have a possum if that was possible. But again, barley, that would never happen. So. It's not meant to be, I guess. Well, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Nate because he looks the most distracted out of anyone in the group. Let's bring him back. Let's reset Nate. Let's bring him back.
So I am drinking something called 10th Mountain whiskey tonight.
Really?
Fantastic. Got a little rye there. I like
this was a gift given to me, so this is the first time I'm popping this open here.
Awesome, Nate. Appreciate that.
Yeah, let me just make sure the cork's good here.
Okay. So that's decent. It's decent. We'll see how it goes. Ryan, we'll let you go next. See if you can beat your own product there.
Well, I pulled out the old Michter's Sour Mash tonight.
Okay.
Nice.
So I got gifted this a couple weeks ago and figured tonight would be a nice time to crack it open here, but it's got nothing.
Nothing. But Nate has you beat. Nate's got you beat. So he's leading. Heidi, what do you got? Do you have a brand new bottle? What Heidi?
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, okay.
This
will be the only one she doesn't have tonight.
Of 10th Mountain.
God love you guys.
Nice.
So hold on. Let's see if it's got anything in there.
I think that was weak, but it's enough to take the lead. It's a weak field right now. So I've got I'm going to go 10th Mountain. I've got a bottle of their brandy. It's well loved. It's well loved.
You got the trifecta here.
It's well loved. So, but it's a 3.75. I'm hoping for maybe because there's not a lot to beat here. It might be able to be enough here. Here we go. Oh yeah, that was good by any standard. So I've taken the lead. Becca, what do you got?
I don't have 10th Mountain.
What?
You guys got to go to the store.
I'm feeling a little bit bad, but but I do have some Barker's Mill from our buddies over at MB Rollin. This is their bottled and bond.
Looks like a new bottle.
Brand new bottle.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh. All right. Ryan, was that enough? Did that beat me?
That definitely beat you.
Okay.
I think the acoustics in that where you're
shut up, Nate.
I think the acoustics, the echo chamber she's recording it helped her out. So, but
I'm sorry.
Either way,
Cheers, Becca.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about what bourbon brands should sponsor us personally. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Jim Fosnut. I'm your bourbon buddy, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about who should sponsor us.
Yes, we are. And down to the brand. I mean, so yeah, we're looking brand specific here. So not the big parent brand. So I'm not talking about Heaven Hill should sponsor you. If you're thinking, one of the items, Evan Williams should be my sponsor.
I've given this quite a bit of thought. I've lost some sleep over it, actually.
Okay.
Thinking about this crew and this crew's personalities. Nate, I apologize. No offense. I don't know you well enough yet, so please take this with a grain of salt. But I really think there's only one brand out there that could sponsor this crew.
Okay. Fucklehead?
Huh? Shouldn't that be the sponsor of this crew?
Fucklehead should be a sponsor of the show. Yes. Yeah.
That
was my thought. That was my thought.
We need to talk to them. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. That's where I went. So that's my vote.
Yeah. I like that. So yeah, Fucklehead.
I'm going personally though here, right?
Right. Yeah. So what do you think should sponsor you, Becca? I know what it's got to be. Old Crow, of course.
Of course. It's Old Crow. 1,000. Every single person should know that. Anyone that's listened to the shows ever should know that it would be Old Crow.
Yeah.
1,000% Old Crow.
You even get people drinking it, which of course they don't have any advertising budget with Old Crow. They're like, it's bottom shelf. We're not driving any traffic there. So you could be the spokesperson for Old Crow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that I'm married to the master distiller and owner of another plate.
No, not in this world. No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Sponsor me, Old Crow.
I don't think Royce gets his feelings hurt very easily, so I think he'll probably be okay.
Especially if she's bringing in a paycheck. Yeah, if she's bringing in a paycheck.
Now the paycheck. If there's actually a paycheck,
that fixes everything. That fixes everything.
Like he'd be sold.
He's like screaming, I can't believe you'd represent a different brand. And then she's like, check her bank account. Like, I love you.
Yeah, if I was like, look what I'm making, he'd be like, oh my God.
But again, to Steve's point, it's Old Crow, so I check probably not going to be that big.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not.
So you can keep that in mind.
That's the one bad thing.
Yeah.
So
I think there's two options that should sponsor me. And I'll let you guys choose which one it should be. The one that I talk about the most, of course, is George T. Stagg. It makes sense. And again, no marketing budget there because they don't need it. It sells out. And the one that probably is going to have a bit of a marketing budget moving ahead and should be reaching out to me is the Tommy Bahama one. I mean, they have the Tommy Bahama brand. And I've got a bottle somewhere right. Oh, here it is. I mean, should this whiskey which is now owned by Sazerac, so Buffalo Trace is going to be making it moving forward.
Absolutely, Steve.
Should they not sponsor me?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So that's probably. I can't believe like how many people in the ABV Network crew wear Tommy Bahama. When I started this, I never saw another person wearing Tommy Bahama, but I talk about it all the time. I see Brian Murphy's wearing it, and the Legend's wife, and all these people have on Tommy Bahama. I'm like, no.
You're a trendsetter is what it comes down to.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Everyone wants to be like Steve Akeley.
Yes. Heidi, what about you? I think we know what Heidi's. I know what Heidi should say.
Is that even a question?
Yeah, but I want to see if you. Yeah.
Yellowstone, Limestone Branch.
Yeah, she does. That's all she talks about is Limestone Branch. So.
I've probably sold more of their bottles in the St. Louis area just by when I go into somewhere to shop and somebody's like, oh, I really want to try something new, but I don't know what to try. And I'm like, have you had Yellowstone? And they're like, no. And I just grab the bottle, hand it to them, and I go, you're welcome, and walk away.
Right.
I did like how they started running commercials on the Yellowstone show.
Yeah.
On Paramount. They started running commercials for the Yellowstone whiskey as well.
It makes sense, even though they're not the product placement bourbon on there. So it's Bullet, but it's a smart move. Okay, we can't get on the show. We'll be, as they go to commercial break, we're going to be on there.
Right.
Now, I will say this. I will say that if Limestone Branch came out with an Angel Share permanent Angel Share bottle, that would have to be my sponsor.
Oh, you better save that one so they can do some photography on that. Yeah.
Well, it's open. So if it's open, it's open. You drink it.
That's fine. They can. Weebrick will do the work they need done, so he can run it through and analyze it and get it back to you. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Nate, I don't know about. I don't know what would he. I mean, he seems to be an equal opportunistic drinker, so it's whatever's available within arm's length. So, in terms of sponsorship, if there's one that could sponsor you, who would it be?
That's a good question, man. I've been losing sleep over this too for
right.
I would say Fighting Cock.
Fighting Cock. Makes
Fighting
sense.
Cock 15.
Makes sense.
That sounds good.
That's what you're going with, Nate?
No, I'm kidding. That's not what I'm going with.
I think it's good, Nate.
I thought it was good.
It's a good one. That's not what I'm going to actually. I like Yellowstone. I could have done Limestone Branch. That's the problem. I feel like if I do one, but I'll say, you know what? I actually like Rebel. And there's a reason behind that. So at Luxro, I like Rebel. formerly Rebel Yell, because I was a big Billy Idol fan. And I love that song, Rebel Yell. And I had like the blonde spiky hair, and I had like the jean jacket and like the.
Gosh, there's another photo I need.
Nice.
I'm putting together a list of photos I need of Nate. So
that one that was pretty good. So I had that, and so I like that Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean. I don't know, it's a good. I like it.
Okay, that could be good.
Just reading my shirt at this point.
No.
Oh, I see that. Look at that. That says Rebels.
Rebels.
Maybe that's what I did. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last but not least, Ryan, on a personal basis, who should
I'm sticking. I got to stick with the old Fucklehead.
So
on a personal basis. So
if Fucklehead reaches out and they're like, "Oh, we do have some sponsorship money. Do you want us to go to the team, Ryan?" And you'd be like, "No, it's just all to me."
Exactly. Absolutely.
Screw those guys.
Mainly just because I like flashing their logo. I think it's just a really fun logo. Flash and see if anyone gets offended or not. So.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, there are a lot of really fun guys to hang out with as well.
They're fun guys to hang out with. I'll tell you what, you see what branding and marketing does. Boy, they got it easy. You go to a party bar, like they were going to when they were in South Florida with us. We're in the Keys, which of course is an area when you got a product like Fucklehead, perfect. But they're going to bars and they're like, yeah, we want to get this. How do we start carrying this? I mean, so branding is.
Right.
I don't know that it opens you up to everywhere when your name's Fucklehead, but you can make plenty going to Florida party bars or wherever else. Yeah, you'll do just fine. So
you might not be getting Fucklehead in your 5-star fine dining restaurants around, but who likes those places?
Sir, you ordered the Fucklehead. It's probably not going to happen, but you don't need that. You don't need that. You made a choice early on, and you're fine. Yeah,
exactly. What'd you call me?
Like is shaking her head because she knows that line was so good, so good.
Yeah. It was so good, Steve.
Yeah, and moving ahead, she's going to be filling in my role here, coming up on a whole bank of shows. She has to come up with lines like that, so she's like, she's got to do that, come up with those type of lines, and manage Danny on the show.
Oh God.
And you will have Danny on at least one series of shows.
You better get your Tommy Bahama shirt ready there, Becky.
I fucking guess I do.
Oh, true.
I can get my Hawaiian shirts all reeled in.
Yeah. It's key for the role.
I think
I can't wait.
They make tank tops. You can get Tommy Bahama.
They might, yeah. I make about everything. So
I'm gonna get my Tommy Bahama bikini, and our shows will be more popular than ever.
I don't know. Have you seen their version of bikinis?
I don't know. No. I'm not sure. I'm sure you could work with it. You get it, and then you alter it as necessary. That's all we'll say. So there you go. That's who should sponsor us. I think this was actually a good show. I didn't know how this was going to go, but I think it was pretty good. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with Ryan. Ryan, where can people find you, man?
Online, 10thwhiskey.com, across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey with an E.
All right, Nate.
You can find me in the Mile High City, and I am at Instagram 5280 Whiskey, and Facebook is private to keep Steve Akeley from being able to join or see all the cool shit.
Can I resubmit my entry into that, or
sure,
am I still banned? I'm still banned. Okay.
No, you're not banned. You can just resubmit it, but it'll be denied. So
it'll get shuffled to the bottom. Of course,
it'll be denied.
Yeah. I used to be a vital member of that before they shut down to the private thing, and then I was removed. So what are you gonna do? I'm trying. All right, Heidi, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Heller_BarrelBabe, or you can find me on Facebook as Heidi Topol Eller.
All right, Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. Everything that we do is out there. All of our previous shows, our blogs, our shop, so much more, abvnetwork.com. And as we talk about the ABV Network Shop, we also want to talk about the ABV Barrel Shop, which is a different thing altogether. We are going to be selling single barrels. Please come by and see us. But the starting place for that is abvbarrelshop.com. Check that out. Please get signed up for the correspondence on there. We'll either reach out to you via text or email or both, and we'd love to have you sign up for that. So check it out. Again, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.